Hello everybody, I'm DaveChaos and welcome to another review of mine. Today we're going to be checking out the CM Storm aluminium range. So I actually have the headset, I've also got the mouse and the keyboard as well, which I'm not going to bring into shop because it is probably the biggest box I've ever seen for a keyboard yet. So we're going to be doing a combination review of all three items. So I think we'll start with the mouse. Alright, so here's the packaging. This is the CM Storm Reaper aluminium gaming mouse. I'll have a quick flip over and have a look on the other side, a few little bits of details. So we've got the quick DPI switch, LED lighting effects as well on the mouse, programmable clutch button, which is an interesting little feature, and the ergonomic right hand design. So not much else on the box really to talk about, so let's get it open. Alright, so here it is. So first thing I want to point it out is this aluminium piece here, or aluminum if you're American. It's got the CM Storm logo right there, but you can actually order online custom made plates. So if we just turn it over quickly there, you'll notice this little rubber plug, and you can just pop that out, and down that hole there is a screw, and that's what's holding this plate on. You can actually replace that with the ones on the website, so you can check that out and have this piece replaced. There's actually a strip across here which has an LED inside there, so that lights up like white, and the same in the front with this bit just here. So we'll plug it in a little while and I'll show you how that works. So this is a right-handed ergonomic design mouse. As you can see with my hand, that fits quite nicely. I've had a quick play around with it, and it feels like if you did have a claw grip, you've got to feel quite comfortable with this. It's not going to be an issue, as well as a palm rest person. So there we go. Again, with the aluminium design, it goes over to the mouse scroll wheel, which is a pretty big and bulky, which I really quite like it like that. It's solid, it feels good. The finish on the mouse is it's rubberized. It doesn't feel like it's the sort of stuff that scratches quite easily. You know, give it a bit of a scratch test with my thumbnail there, and yeah, nothing's showing up. So that's really good. It's always a plus to show that it's going to have a bit of longevity on there. This does have 8 programmable buttons, one of them being this clutch button, as they're calling it. So I like gaming mice that have this button. Personally, I like them because they're really good for FPS sort of stuff. So you can actually program this button to anything you like. So for me, I would have that as a quick change for the DPI. You do have these 2 buttons right here for DPI change, up and down. But I would have this also, and the reason for that is if you like doing sniping or precision shots in an FPS game, then you can quickly on the fly press this button, take your shot, doing a precision shot, and then let go, and then you're back into a higher DPI. So I quite like that. And as always, you've got a couple of buttons here, your normal mouse buttons, but as I said, you can reprogram all of these with the software. On the underside, you've got a pretty plain underside, 3 big glide pads on the side here, or I should say 2 big ones and 1 little one there. And it's good for just moving your mouse around. It feels very smooth and steady on this surface. So unfortunately I don't tend to use mouse mats very often. I just don't know, I just don't quite like them. So to some people it could be important, but to me it's not that much of an issue. Most of my tables are this. So this has an 8200 DPI, which is pretty much market standard at the moment, and as well as 1000 Hertz polling rate. And yeah, the cable on it is 1.8 meters. Let me just check that. Yes, it's 1.8 meters. So it's got your gold-plated USB on there. So gold-plated is nice for signal. Braided cable, always fantastic to see on the gaming products. So there's the mouse. I will now plug it in so you can see what it looks like when it's lit up. Alright, so here it is in the dark, and as I said, you've got this plastic piece right down here, quite swish, I quite like that. And on the front as well, you've got these 2, I don't know, they're like car headlights, but it looks good, I quite like it. So there we go, quick look at that. The colour's not changeable, it's just white, but it complements the rest of the keyboard and the headset, which we'll have a look at now. So onto the headset. This is the Pulse R aluminium gaming headset again, and we'll have a quick look on the backside to see what they have to say about this headset. So we've got durable aluminium plates which can be removed and customized just like the mouse, optimized for gaming, clear highs and powerful bass, cushioned ear cups and headband for noise cancellation and maximum comfort during long gaming sessions. We have a convenient inline remote with volume slider and mic mute switch. We've also got a detachable microphone arm, which is a pretty good little feature. Stylish white illuminated ear cups and a mic which is USB powered. So let's get out of the box and have a look. Okay, so here are the earphones on their own without the mic piece plugged in. They are of a very rigid design. If I just zoom out a little bit so I can show you, they are extremely tough. You can give a nice good bend like this, and you can see that along the headband there's this aluminium that runs all the way through it, which of course it is the aluminium range. Again, here's the plates with partial logo on there, and the same here with the CM Storm right there. Adjustability is like so. Very, very strong and rigid. I quite like how tough they are. They've got a little bit of a weight to them, not as much as some that I've had, but they have got a little bit of weight. I've worn them, tried them out. They do feel good. With this rigid design, they are not active noise cancellation. They haven't got like something in there to block out the background noise, but because of the leatherette that's on the earpieces and the snug fit that they've got, it cancels the background noise out quite well. Yeah, again, about the rigid design, it's like I say, you've got a bit of flex like this, and a bit of twist in it as well like that. The earpieces themselves don't move very much, so if I just show you on this side here, you got a bit of very little move like that, and again to the left and right you can see, but it's just enough. It really is just enough. With the adjustability of both the earpieces together, it's enough to get a comfortable fit. And I keep saying the rigid, but despite that, it fits very well. It's been done really nicely, and for me, even on its lowest adjusted setting, it's perfect. Again, with the noise suppression of the ear cups, perfectly just covers your ear, and it's fine. I really quite like it. So we'll have it this way around. Actually, no, that's right. Yeah. So here's the microphone. Again, it's removable. It's got a little. This is actually plastic, but it's it's to resemble aluminium, isn't it? So there we are. Bring it into focus for you. It's got the CM Storm logo right there, if you can see that. Unlike the mouse, it doesn't have gold plated right here, but that's not an issue. It should be fine. And we run along there. The middle section here is plastic, so you can flex it quite a lot. I'll plug it in a minute to show you. And there's the microphone right on the end. So apparently this piece lights up. So again, I'll plug this in and we'll see what that looks like. But where's the... Here it is. So you'll see there's two holes in the bottom here. One's for the microphone, and you'll see that it's got like a little catch on it here, so it can only plug in one way. You can see that. I don't know if you can see that, but there you go. So that clips into place like so, and then just change the focus, and you can just adjust that when it's on to your pleasure. Very good. So if we just push that to one side and bring in the cable. Now the cable again doesn't have gold-plated connections, but it's only ever a bonus when that's done. It should be fine. You shouldn't have any issues. The cable is actually 3 meters, so as you can see, this thing looks huge, and there it is. Look at that. Nice long cable. Again, it's braided, which is always good. Makes it that little bit tougher than anything else. So, oh my god, it just came in a bag all knotted up like this. But there we are. So similar to another headset that I've done recently, the USB doesn't actually do anything. It's just for the LED. So if you're on a laptop for power consumption, you're probably best not plugging that in. Then you've got your microphone and headphone jacks just there. And on the other end, you've got one of these micro USBs, which will plug into the headset, of course. And there's your inline controller. So let's show you that. There we go. Again, CM Storm logo there. That's like a little slider thing for your volume. And then you've got your mute button off and on. We'll also do a microphone audio test after I've shown you it lit up. So let's plug it in, show you that, and then we'll do a microphone audio test. Alright, so here we are in the dark, and as you can see, the lights are mounted underneath the aluminium plates, just here, if you can see that, and it kind of shines through the edges. If I could just show you that way. Yeah, so face on, that's what you can kind of see. On the sides, it'll just glow through the sides of the headset like that. And yes, there is a little LED on the end of the microphone right here, and usually with products like this, it will go off when you flick the inline controller, and yes, it does. So when your microphone's deactivated, the light goes off. When it's on, it comes on. So that's quite handy. They look quite good, and again, complements the mouse perfectly as a set. So let's do the quick audio test, and then we'll move on to the keyboard in its giant box. So here we are with the microphone test. Hopefully it sounds good. While we're at it, I'm going to do the rundown of the headset. So we have 42mm drivers, a frequency response of 20 Hz to 20 kHz, an independence of 50 ohms, sensitivity of 1 kHz. The LED is white. The connector is a 3.5mm jack. The cable length again is 3 meters. For the microphone, the pickup pattern is omnidirectional. The frequency response is 100 Hz to 1000 Hz. The signal to noise ratio is 60 decibels or more, and again, it is a removable microphone. So here's the keyboard, probably the biggest box for a keyboard I've ever had, but here we are. So this is the Mech. It's again aluminium and steel reinforced gaming keyboard. It has professional Cherry MX switches with LED backlights and a fully programmable 5 profiles and 75 macros. So let's get it open and have a look. Alright, so here it is. This is a pretty big keyboard. As you can see, you've got this huge aluminium plating all the way around here, and this big plastic bit as well. The logo is here, and it covers both the aluminium and the plastic. Kind of blends like that. I quite like that look, it's nice. This is removable. They actually provide you with a little tool so you can take it off. As you can see, you've got all the bolts around there, and again, it's changeable as well. You can actually get underneath this keyboard, which is good for cleaning it out, so that's a good little option, you know, just for taking that away. It also looks like it's got a great big handle here, but I can't imagine you're going to be going very far with a keyboard this size. So it is mechanical, all across the board. Every key is mechanical, and under there you'll find Cherry MX Blues, which is good for low resistance and force feedbacks. They also send you a little tool for popping off those keys, so let's have a look. And as you would, whoops. There we go, and as you'd expect, they are blue, and they have a little LED just above it. So each key is individually lit by an LED, which is something another company will not mention likes to do with their keyboards. So over here you'll see you've got your macros. Across the top you've got some LED adjustments, which we'll have a look at when I plug it in a moment. Here are your multimedia keys right across here, and you've also got Windows lock key as well for that hardcore gaming, which means you've got 2 keys here. Your alts are also your macro keys, so you press that, you can do your macros, do all the other stuff. Here's your function key for changing, for operating your multimedia keys. So I think we should get it plugged in now and have a look at it while it's lit up. Alright, so here it is, all lit up. So, to control the lights here with these, you have to press the function key. You'll notice that there are 2 function keys, but the one on the left doesn't actually affect the lights, and this is actually the Windows key. So I think it may have been an afterthought that they were going to put 2 function keys and then realised actually we don't have any Windows keys here, so that's your Windows key, not a function key, and this is your function key. So basically, as all function keys, you just press and hold it, and you can change whether the lights are on and off, the brightness, all the way down, all the way up, and you also have this mode where you can have just your macros, your W, A, S and Ds, and your arrow keys lit up like that. So that's a nice little feature, kind of like the gaming mode sort of thing, and then you switch back on again like that. So there we are, nice and simple. So let's get the lights back on, and we'll have a look at a couple of other things that I've not shown you yet. So I'm going to unplug this so I can turn the keyboard around. Let's have a look on the underside first. There we are. This is a pretty big keyboard. I can only just get it in view. The handle's just off camera right there. So as you can see, we've got some rubber feet, which is great, helps it stop sliding around your desk. You've got some little angled stands there, which are always good. I love these. I always use these myself. These are also rubberized. Not all keyboards have these rubberized, and you find that the rear end of your keyboard slides about a little bit. So it's nice to see that these bits I've got a little bit of rubber on. So there we go. Nothing else to look at on the back of there. But around here you'll see that we've got a few ports. So let me just get this into focus for you. So on the back we've got a few different ports here. You've got your microphone, headphone ports here, and you also got a couple of USB 3.0s. Something to note with this as well, that it isn't passed through. It's all this information is coming through this one port here, so you need to worry about power consumption. It's one factor that you need to take in. I would have preferred to seen these as just pass-through cables, but unfortunately we don't get that. So there we are. There's your keyboard. So let's wrap up. Alright, so there we go. That was the new Cooler Masters aluminium range. Here's the keyboard. I just can't get over how big this keyboard is. Something you're going to need to factor in is if you get this, you're going to need the desk space for it. So yeah, I think in closing, it's a good, robust, all-round set. It's good. I mean, if you like matching sets, then this is the set for you. I like the fact that you can change this aluminium cover on all three, in fact, I should say, the keyboard, the mouse, and the headset. And in fact, recently they ran a competition where people could upload designs, and the designs would be sold on their shop. So there now is a few to choose from. So that's quite nice. That you could get this set, and if you get a bit bored of the way it looks 6 months down the line, you can just buy the new aluminium covers, and there you go. It's as if you got a new set. So that's quite nice. Yeah, I mean, the mouse, the keyboard, the headset, they're all generally good. There's nothing bad about them. They all do the jobs quite well. So for that reason, I'm going to give them a Hardware Heaven recommended. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time.